Welcome to the channel. We are here at the Legendary Myrrh summoning session, and I am extremely excited to see there's a new Myrrh in the game. We have finally completed Myrrh Emblem, or like Murder Emblem as some people are calling it. So I'm just glad to see her, and she does seem quite strong. She isn't meta-defining by any means, but I do think she's a great unit. If you want to see my original reaction to the trailer, go head over to DTM's channel. There'll be a link to the description down below. But let's go ahead and jump in, and we can talk about my goals, how I'm feeling about Myrrh as a unit, and some other things, such as the updates to Legendary Calendar. Let's go ahead and start. So first thing I want to talk about are my goals. My goal is to get Myrrh, obviously. I would like to get a copy of Sheeta. It would be nice, but it's not like mandatory. She is pretty annoying though, so it would be cool to pick her up. And then also Merges for Ascended Joshua, as he is one of my favorite characters, and he's a long-term merge project. He's not like Dual-like where I plus 10 him immediately, but I would like to merge him like throughout the year maybe, or maybe even through next year, and try to get him to plus 10. So this is a good chance to pick that up. If we do not get Myrrh while we are summoning, we will obviously spark for her. But if that's not the case and we do pick her up, I might pick up Ascended Joshua. I'm not sure if I'm going to get Ascended Joshua or Sheeta yet. Our goal is blue, then colorless, then green, then red. So let's go ahead and start talking about some things. The first thing I want to talk about really is the changes to the legendary calendar coming up. So we did get some interesting news, and that would be where some of these units are coming back, right? So one of the first things is that Sheeta is coming back in September, but she's going to be sharing with Byleth and we'll skip these. Byleth and Julia. So I do think it's better to pick her up here if possible. Of course, there's no blue or colorless. So we'll do green here, as we can get like possibly a Byleth. That'd be pretty cool. I think red's kind of like not great, to be honest. Like once you have like one legendary Elliewood, you really don't need more than that. So, and everything else is kind of like whatever. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. And then we also have Myrrh coming back in August, and she is color sharing with Legendary Fae, which is kind of cute. I think that's cool. I'm not really sure if I would summon there though, as much as like distant stance fodder is nice. Other than that, there's not really much. Then we also have Claude got banished to like December, so that's a long time away. So if you really want Claude, this is a good chance to pick him up. If you really want Edelgard, she's not coming back till January, so that's pretty far off too. So if you are looking like for a legendary Edelgard for some reason, this is a good chance to pick her up. But the more interesting thing for me is that we have confirmation that Elliewood is coming back in, I believe, November. Yes. So what this means is that we have a good idea of when the remix will be happening. So most likely in September, we will be getting Sothis and Julia remix, as Julia is confirmed to come back in September. Oh, actually, I just thought about that. That means Julia won't be sharing with Sheeta and Byleth. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Yeah, so we will most likely be getting a Julia remix and a Sothis remix in September. In November, we'll most likely be getting an Ellawood and Thrasir remix, if I have to guess. So this isn't confirmed, by the way. This is my speculation based off when they say the character is coming back. And then in January, we will have most likely Altina and Leaf, if I had to guess. So that's very, very cool. I'm very glad to see some of these units kind of gain their chance to get their remixes, because Elliewood is already really good as a support unit, especially in something like SD. So seeing him get even more powerful will be really cool, especially if they lean more into his support side and less into like him becoming a combat unit, because that's really not what he excels at. Other than that, I'm obviously a big fan of Altina, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And Alm has already been confirmed for August alongside Naga, so some great news there. So now let's talk about Myrrh a bit. So Myrrh as a unit, oh, that's a lot of blues. I like that. That's a great circle. Myrrh as a unit, I think she's very good, but she's not like meta defining. She's very similar to other Myrrhs, especially like Spring Myrrh, right? The only big, who is that? Harden? Yeah, that's Harden. I think I have like a +7 Harden just because he just shows up all the time. I have no use for you. I have Brave Hector, and he is just superior. Good IV? Nope. Anyways, so she's pretty much very similar to Spring Myrrh, right? The major difference being that Spring Myrrh gets 10% more damage reduction, but she doesn't get a follow-up, and that's very, very big. Oh, wow, okay. We're just pulling 4-star special rates, and it is Brave Elliewood, who is not only amazing fodder, he's also just a really amazing unit who is slept on because of Brave Erica pretty much showing up very near to his Refine. So I think I actually have him at like +6 or something. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. He's very much slept on. He's very good. definitely expect him to become more prominent as dragons become more prominent. I do think that will be happening. Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, as a unit, she's pretty similar to Spring Myrrh. Spring Myrrh obviously has the advantage of having a harmonic skill, but it's not like the best harmonic skill. It just kind of removes her weaknesses, so it's like decent but not amazing. When it comes to stats, they're very similar as well. Legendary Myrrh's biggest advantage to me is that she does have player phase, right? The fact that she can get a guaranteed follow-up attack on player phase, and she also doesn't have to run a B skill that gives her that guaranteed follow-up. I mean, she gets to run Dragon Wall for free pretty much. Though when we look at her stats, she does have 36 resistance. It is a super boon though, but it's not the... What is going on? We are just getting so many 4-star special rates. Cliff is pretty much like Fortress Defense res fodder for me. I don't really have any other use for him, but that's cool. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, so her stat line is 40 HP, 39 attack, 25 speed, 42 defense, and 36 resistance. I would have liked to see like a little bit more. Fallen Lilith got 164, so it would have been nice, or 184, sorry. So it would have been nice to see her just get a little bit more resistance because she does have that Dragon Wall on her base kit. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with her stat line. She does need a decent amount of speed just because you want to make sure that you can deny those follow-ups and guarantee your own follow-ups against those slower like save units and stuff. So it is nice to have some speed there, especially because she does have the -5 speed built into her weapon. Oh, let's go! Yes! Okay, that's perfect. Amazing. Now we don't have to spark for her. Hopefully it's a decent IV. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm really glad we just got Sacred Stone's representation. Oh, it's not great. I think she actually has a super boon in speed. So, like, if you...
I would love to see him.
Oh, she's so cute. It would be nice if, like, you're +10, you could probably speed stack Myrrh. But at +0, where I'm at, I don't think that's the best. So, it's fine. I'm not going to complain about it, but it is definitely not the best IV. So when it comes to her other things, obviously, she has Defense Res Unity, which is, like, good. Oh, my God. Holy crap. Myrrh knows I love her. I have a +10 original Myrrh, and she was, like, one of my main units I use. So, definitely love her a lot. What are these IVs? What are these IVs, dude? Are you kidding me right now? That's so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. We will be merging. I don't really have any plans of using Defense Res Unity, but that's cool. At least we can get rid of the Bane, and even though plus speed isn't really amazing by any means. I'm very happy with that. That's awesome. Back to her kit. Defense Res Unity isn't my favorite. I feel like it's usable on some units, but not very many. And honestly... Okay, wow. Our luck is stupid right now, and I will never say no to Legendary Claude. Legendary Claude is a phenomenal unit, still one of the best legendaries we've ever had. I would still say he's the best Earth Legendary for sure. So very happy with that. That's amazing. Trying to continue my thought on Legendary Myrrh's kit. So Defense Res Unity. I do like the synergy it has with her C skill because her C skill does give that visible defense and resistance buff. So just having a way to make sure that if she does get panicked, it isn't completely, like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't hurt her in a sense. And if she does get any debuffs there, it's going to make her stronger. So that is nice. The thing is with Myrrh, she does not have IoT shield still in her weapon or like her kit at all. So I don't really think she's going to be the best DC unit. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it. Obviously, she's still going to be very good with DC, but you're probably going to want to run IoT Shield in her Seal slot, which does remove some of the stats she can get. So I do think that she's going to be better off being used with a Far Savior and having her just as that frontline unit and letting her take on those melee matchups. Because then she'll be able to get the most out of Defense Res Unity and her buffs and her C skill. So I think that's going to be where she's going to be used best, especially even like original Myrrh really uses that role well as well. So I think that's going to be her best spot. But let's talk about Darkling Guardian a bit because it does not only have that defense resistance buff, it also denies a follow-up. So that's very, very... Oh! Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. My luck is insane right now. Oh my god. Well, she's minus attack. That's fine. That's fine. We can use trait fruits. We can use trait fruits. I need to make a SD tag for my... organization methods. That's fine. We can just use trait fruits on her. It's not even a big deal. Because minus attack is pretty bad for a unit like Sheeta. Either way, I'm very happy for her to be there. Oh my god, this is an insane summoning session. I can't even complete my thought. We haven't even got through Legendary Myrrh's kit yet because of all these 5 stars. Holy crap. Okay, let's take a breath. Let's try to complete our thought. So, Myrrh obviously has the guaranteed follow-up in her weapon. She has the follow-up denial in her C slot. That's why I do like the 25 speed on her, just because it does make sure that those effects actually happen. Obviously not against units with like no follow-up, but either way, it's going to help a lot. Because she can get like 30 speed essentially like on her base kit because of her weapon. When it comes to the other effect, of course, Warp Bubble, this is what's really going to make her unique. And honestly, I'm very happy about it because what it does is it makes it so that Gatekeeper no longer has that unique niche. And I know some people are going to be mad, like, what are you talking about? Like, you shouldn't remove niches from characters. But the thing with Gatekeeper for me is that he's just kind of underwhelming in most situations. I do think he's going to be like, as a pure support, right? As a pure support, Gatekeeper is better, right? If you're like using him in a save ball or something like that, he's going to be the better option. But he really doesn't contribute much else other than that, right? He has the anti-teleport and the obstruct, which is like, oh, the obstruct's kind of like whatever. It helps sometimes, but a lot of times it doesn't do much. And then the attack and speed buff, which is obviously pretty good, though it's not always what you want. A lot of times you want like more defensive buffs if you're going to be going for a save ball. And so that's why sometimes you'd rather choose something like, holy shit. Holy shit. The game doesn't want to let me talk. They're like, no talking today, Oblivion. All you're doing is pulling 5 stars. Holy crap. She is amazing. Like, as much as I would like to fodder her for her attack and speed ideal and low speed res, because that's really good fodder, like, she's a really solid unit. Even though I do think that male Byleth is overall better, she's amazing. So I'm probably going to take the merge there. Wow. Holy crap, this summoning session. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. So I think Gatekeeper, the problem with Gatekeeper is he just doesn't offer much else, right? He's just like a pure support unit. He gives attack and speed and then pretty much the anti-warp. And it comes at an opportunity cost in Ether Raids, right? You could have a better support there. So it's kind of like, eh. And in SD, I feel like it's just, you can't really use Gatekeeper in SD in my opinion, right? Maybe like in like uncompetitive SD or like stuff like that. But when you get into like SDR, when you're like fighting against like opponents with like really planned out teams, he just doesn't carry his weight enough, unfortunately. So I think that Myrrh showing up here with this anti-warp bubble, really her place isn't Arena, even though she's a legendary unit. I think her real place is in SD because she's going to have that very powerful effect that can stop things like Brattle-Catcher's warping, Ash's warping, and like Wings of Mercy, even though that's not the most common in SD. So I think that's going to be really strong. And the other thing about Myrrh is that she is a dragon, and as you may have noticed, we are having like a dragon renaissance right now, and dragon units are really powerful. So having her there for possible future dragon synergy is really good. And I could see her becoming a very good frontline unit, kind of like something like Dual Ike, where Dual Ike kind of stands in the way of opponents, blocking them, making it difficult to deal with. And they both have those dual phases, so they can do some damage. They are going to be very good in combat. So yeah, I think Myrrh's pretty cool. I'm very excited for her. I don't think she's going to be like meta destroying, but I do think overall she's quite good. Now, wow, that took a long time to get through because of all the 5 stars. I couldn't catch my breath. Okay. Whew. Other than that, other than Legendary Myrrh, let's do some questions. I don't know how much time we'll have to do them, but let's try to get into a few of them at least. I do have quite a few to answer. Okay, our first question is going to be from Fire Mage. And Fire Mage wants to know, which FE game would you like to see more representation of in Fae, and which title do you think needs less? So let's start with the thinks needs less. I don't think, actually right now, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We've kind of gotten a lot of like FE4 banners recently. But other than that, I don't really think there's, even then, I don't think that's that bad because FE4 has been kind of underrepresented for the history of Fae. So I don't really have a problem with that. Three Houses hasn't gotten a banner in a very long time. So I really don't think any game needs less representation at the moment. I would like to see more Sacred Stones representation when it comes to like Resplendence. And maybe, I would say legendaries, but we obviously just got Myrrh, so I'm very happy with that. I would like to see 4 more just as a mythic, though. But if there is one game that I would love to see more representation of, I think it's a very obvious answer for me, but it's going to be 1,000,000% Radiant Dawn. I know a lot of people like to lump Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn together, but I think that's just not... Oh my god, yes! This is like the best summoning session I've had in I don't know how long. Thank you so much for all the luck, everybody. Like, wow, this is plus attack. I think I have plus attack and... Yeah, I already have attack and speed, so I'll just have a merge, but I am so happy. I love Ascended Joshua. He's one of my favorite characters that have come out this year. Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, for me, Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance are very different games, right? They do have cast that is obviously shared between them, but there is a lot of characters who only appear in Radiant Dawn that do not appear in Path of Radiance, like the Dawn Brigade, right? Not obviously all the Dawn Brigade. Sotha was in Path of Radiance, but my point is, like, a lot of those characters have not made it into the game yet, and it's like, it's ridiculous to me that they have not, right? Dawn Brigade's a big part of Radiant Dawn. Why are they not in the game yet? Like, it's been over 3 years since we've gotten a Radiant Dawn banner, like a legitimate Radiant Dawn banner. It's been since like the Randolph banner, essentially. And that's just ridiculous to me. Like, there's so many good characters we need in the game, like the Dawn Brigade, like Stefan, like Lucia and Joffrey, and there's so many characters. So for me, that is definitely the game I would like to see the most. Now, at the moment, I don't really want to spend money on orbs, so maybe like a little bit later in the year, so that I can save some orbs for it, or like, you know, something like that. The only other thing is I would like to see Felix in the game. I don't really count Christmas Felix as Felix, and he has almost won CYL several times, so I find it a bit ridiculous he hasn't shown up yet. But thank you for that question. Let's move on to the next one from Giratina Light, and they want to know: do you think Sanaki is possible for the Fire Legendary candidate? I mean, she could come with Rudol Gem as her PRF, or she can get Ascendant treatment or an RD banner alongside Tormund, Morim, Vika, or Fiona, or Ina and GHP Stefan. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I mean, they even Myrrh, right? Myrrh would not have been a very typical answer for a legendary unit before Faye showed up, right? So I don't see why Sanaki couldn't be a legendary. I would expect her to be later on, because I feel like Alencia needs to show up before Sanaki, just because she plays such a major role in Path of Radiance. But yeah, I could definitely see Sanaki showing up. Okay, let's do one more question. That's probably the last question. Sorry, we didn't get very many done, but the game was kind of throwing 5 stars at me, so I didn't really get a chance to. So our last question is going to be from Blank Blank, and they would said, what would you want to see out of a Dire Thunder Refine? So, in all honesty, I would be just happy with anything. Like, any refine they give to Dire Thunder, I'm going to be pretty happy. If they throw Deathblow 3 on it, if they throw a Lull on it, a Trace skill, they can make it so that it's a dual phase Brave Weapon. That would be really cool and unique and something different than what we have right now, right? Like, we have Ninja Korin and we have like Winterlight Scythia, right? And they're all player phase, so maybe Bramimon could be like dual phase. He does have like a pretty solid resistance and defense stat. Okay, we're gonna pull all these except for the green. So that could be cool. But honestly, I would just be happy if he got any refine. I don't really expect him to get one. I expect them to skip Ophelia and Reinhardt. And for some reason, Hector. I don't know why Hector. Hector only has Quick Riposte too. There's like no reason for him not to have a refine, in my opinion. But yeah, they seem to just like anything that is still meta relevant from years ago, they are very cautious at giving refines. Like, I feel like the only reason why some units got refines that... Oh my god. Oh my gosh, a summoning session. Oh my gosh. Myrrh, you look amazing. And I am very glad you are here. Please say you have a good IV. No, you do not. Is plus HP better than plus speed? I don't think so. I think plus speed's still better. Because speed's actually kind of relevant when it comes to like matchups. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, so I would just like to see any refine. Please just give me a Reinhardt refine. It's at this point there's so many brave weapons in the game that I don't feel like Reinhardt is a problem by any means. He's still good, but he's not problematic by any means. So like, just give us anything. Like, I'm not asking for anything insane. +6 attack when he engages, and I don't know, chill resistance. Just give me anything. Give me anything, and I'll be happy. Okay. I don't think we'll pull. What's this? Should we spend 3 orbs on the green? It could be Byleth. We've had like an insanely lucky summoning session, so we're gonna do it. I don't expect anything. I'm already very, very, very happy with the summoning session. This was beyond insane. Like, I did not expect to walk away with a +2 Myrrh without even sparking. That is nuts. Wow. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. So we got we got 3 Myrrhs and a Sheeta, a Byleth, a Joshua, a Claude. Wow. Okay. So what do we spark here? I don't think Myrrh is quite good, and a +10 Myrrh would be cool, but like I don't really have any intention of +10ing Myrrh ever. If it happens, it will be completely accidental. Male Byleth, I do have male Byleth at like +5, so that's not terrible. Claude is like, don't really need more Earth Legendaries. I could go for Sheeta to fix her boon, but I don't think so. I think we're going with Joshua. Yeah, we're going to go with Joshua here. It will get us closer to +10, and maybe I can finish him on the next banner he shows up. I'm not really in a rush, to be honest, with Joshua. He's very good at the merge level he's already at, so. But I am always happy to add merges to my favorite characters. And by far, this is the best Joshua in the game, and also has the best art, so that's just a double win for me. Wow, okay. I'm kind of speechless with this summoning session. This was beyond insane. I couldn't be happier with the way it went. It was just beyond lucky. Like, oh my gosh, today was lucky. I actually did some wishes on Genshin today too, so maybe I'll throw that up in a video. But today's been quite insane for me, quite insane. So, wow. I would love to hear how your summoning session went if you summoned for Myrrh. If you did not summon for Myrrh, I'd love to hear what you were saving for. We are very, very close to not only the new 3 Hopes banner, which is not confirmed, but pretty much confirmed in my opinion, and then also obviously choose your legends with Brave Tiki, Brave Chrom, Brave Seliph, and Brave Byleth. So there are some crazy banners coming up, so I can definitely see why you would be saving, but I'd love to hear what you are summoning for, and if you did summon, how it went. Also, I'd love to hear what your opinion of Legendary Myrrh is, where you think she'll be best used, and if you think she'll have any impact on like any of the metas, like SD or AR or even Arena. Personally, all my bets are on SD. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. It keeps the content coming out and helps the channel grow. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.